Welcome back, Truth Seekers! Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and controversial tales of archaeology and legend, the story of Lovelock Cave. Nestled in the heart of Nevada's Humboldt Desert lies a cavern steeped in mystery, a place said to have been the final resting place of giant red-haired cannibals called the Siteka. But did giants really roam this area? Or is it a fascinating case of myth and misinterpretation? Let's find out. The legend of Lovelock Cave begins with the Paiute people, who inhabited the Great Basin region for thousands of years. Their folklore speaks of the Siteka, a race of giant red-haired cannibals. According to oral history, the Siteka were enemies of the Paiutes, constantly raiding and terrorizing their communities. One day, the Paiutes decided they'd had enough. Banding together, they trapped these giants inside what we now call Lovelock Cave. The story goes that the Paiutes set the entrance on fire, suffocating the Siteka and ending their reign of terror forever. In 1911, miners exploring Lovelock Cave for bat guano stumbled upon ancient artifacts and human remains buried deep within the cave. Archaeologist Llewellyn L. Loud was brought in by the University of California to investigate the site. Over the course of his work, he uncovered more than 10,000 artifacts, tools, baskets, and even some of the oldest duck decoys ever found, dating back nearly 2,000 years. But that wasn't what caused the biggest stir. Let's pause for a moment. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe for more discoveries. Now back to the story. The rumors that followed claimed that the miners had discovered the remains of giants, skeletons measuring between 6.5 and 8 feet tall, with some skulls allegedly showing signs of red hair. However, as sensational as the idea of giants may be, modern archaeologists have found no concrete evidence supporting these claims. In fact, subsequent excavations conducted by multiple teams revealed only ordinary-sized human remains, with none exceeding average heights for the time period. So how did this giant narrative come to be? It's likely that the red hair was the result of a natural chemical change. Decomposition processes can cause hair to appear reddish over time, especially in mummified remains. This phenomenon has been observed in ancient bodies around the world, including Egyptian mummies and other indigenous remains. One part of the legend does have some archaeological support: cannibalism. A few of the human bones found in Lovelock Cave show signs of being cracked to extract marrow, a practice often associated with extreme hunger or ritual behavior. However, the number of such bones is very small, suggesting that cannibalism wasn't widespread and may have occurred only during times of severe famine. The true occupants of Lovelock Cave weren't giants, but members of what archaeologists call the Lovelock culture. These people thrived in the Great Basin region between 1500 BC and 440 AD. They were skilled craftsmen, creating intricate woven baskets and practical tools for daily life. They lived off the rich wetlands that once filled the now dry Humboldt Sink, relying on fish, birds, and native plants for sustenance. So why does the legend of red-haired giants still captivate us today? Some believe the story persists because it taps into our fascination with the unexplained and the possibility of ancient, lost civilizations. Others suggest that early explorers and miners may have misinterpreted or exaggerated their discoveries to make their findings seem more sensational. There's also the idea that ancient myths may contain kernels of truth. Some researchers speculate that early indigenous people might have encountered individuals with genetic anomalies, such as gigantism, which over time evolved into full-fledged myths. In the end, the story of Lovelock Cave teaches us an important lesson about the intersection of myth, history, and archaeology. While the legend of red-haired giants may not be rooted in fact, it continues to spark our imagination and reminds us of the rich tapestry of folklore that shapes human culture. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of Lovelock Cave, let us know your thoughts. Do you think giants really existed? What happened to them? Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and keep exploring the unexplained.